Beautiful pass by Cam Newton. Touchdown! Greg Olsen up the middle. Tolbert scores. D'Angelo Williams touchdown. My mercy, that when you're gone.
Cam Newton has already won a Heisman Trophy and a national championship, but now as he makes his NFL playoff debut, he has his eyes on the Lombardi Prize. But first, he'll have to outgun and outrun Colin Kaepernick. Once again, he's the #1 rushing QB in the playoffs as San Francisco looks to dash to its third straight NFC title game appearance. It's the Carolina Panthers hosting the San Francisco 49ers. And the winner takes on the Seattle Seahawks next week for a shot to play in the Super Bowl
game. And Colin Kaepernick, of course, last year took over middle of the year, made it to the Super Bowl. Cam Newton hoping for great things here in Carolina's third year as a starter. Looking for Brandon LaFell, and it's Patrick Willis. He's Johnny on the spot, as always, Tom.
Great linebackers somehow are always around the football. When it gets tipped, when it goes off somebody's hands, you see that every time in Patrick Willis.
Carolina defense stopping the Niners twice, but each time San Francisco got a field goal by Dawson, 6-0. Cam Newton to Steve Smith. Now, there's a veteran of playoff pass for the Panthers. We weren't sure how healthy he would be. He looked awfully healthy there, and setting up later in the drive, Mike Tolbert, no, he does not get it on third down. Riverboat Ron Rivera has made a season of going for it on fourth down. Now they go for it, 4th and goal, and no! Cam Newton stopped in the first play of the second quarter.
And I don't mind going for it there, but not the quarterback sneak down low with Cam Newton with his length and size, leap, cross the goal line with the ball and pull it back. Didn't like going low there.
Yeah, one of many big plays by Ahmad Brooks on this day. So, Carolina holds the Niners. They punt. Now it is Carolina again, and Newton to Steve Smith. And that's beautiful. And all of a sudden, the place is raucous. 7-6 Panthers.
An absolute dime by Cam Newton. A great job by Steve Smith, gutting it out with a bad hammy, creating enough space, a little shove with his arm to catch that ball.
And now 3rd and goal. Here's Carolina. Woo! Ahmad Brooks really getting a jump on the play.
Well, it's a bad play by Ahmad Brooks, but when you see it again, there's really, as a linebacker, there's something beautiful about what he did right there. You pay half the distance.
Yeah, it's about 1 feet. And then on 3rd and goal, Tolbert is stuffed. He actually loses a yard. This time, Carolina kicks a field goal with a big stand by San Francisco. But Carolina leads it 10-6. Minute 5 left in the first half. San Francisco on the move. Colin Kaepernick, one of 8 times he would find the veteran Anquan Bolden. And this would happen every other play. It's as if these guys were divisional foes who played each other twice a year all the time. Bolden, Mike Mitchell, headbutt. Kaepernick looking for Bolden, but there's a pass interference on Drayton Florence and more joy. It just was a young team, and the veterans just kind of going at it.
There's a nice job by Bolden there, creating the contact because the ball is low and inside.
Speaking of a nice job, just 15 seconds to go. Kaepernick, Vernon Davis. First they say, well, no, there's no way you could have been in. But then they say, look at the divot. We were in. Jim Harbaugh, Bolden, looking at replays. Last 2 minutes, they took a look.
Well, and you can see clearly that he gets the ball, has control of it, and slides that second foot in. Actually, it was well in.
Touchdown, and that place booed. We can't believe it, but what a play at the end of the half, and the Niners all of a sudden up 13-10. Now, they have the ball at the beginning of the third quarter. Kaepernick, Bolden, 45 yards inside the 5, down to about the 2, as Captain Munnerlyn thinks, well, he's got help? No.
Blown coverage by the Carolina Panthers, and the Niners take advantage of it. Good job by Kaepernick, recognizing they blew the coverage to the right side.
So now 2nd and goal. Here's Cap. And cuts it in, and he can do that. And the 49ers all of a sudden touchdown at the end of the half, touchdown beginning of the third quarter, lead 20-10. Later third quarter. Look out, it's Navarro Bowman. 8-yard sack of Cam Newton.
Great spin move.
Wow.
Times it out perfectly. Uses the arm to get through. Wrap the quarterback up.
3rd and 18. Look out! It's Ahmad Brooks. He had 2.5 sacks on this day. What a game he played. What a game those linebackers played as usual. Panthers punting. 3rd and 1 Niners, their own 34, now fourth quarter. And he's been such a workhorse for almost a decade with the big offensive line and still with moves. Frank Gore, 39-yard run, setting up a field goal.
And 3rd and 2 or less has been the Achilles heel of the San Francisco 49ers, but they were brilliant today, especially on that play.
Under 5 minutes to go. Panthers down by 13, trying to make something happen. Forget it. Dante Whitner picks off Cam Newton. He's just, at this point, they're hoping for a bounce, maybe. The rush was there. The defense was there. The comeback was not. And so San Francisco, for the 3rd time in 3 years, under Jim Harbaugh, it's never happened that a coach has come in and in his first 3 years has gotten his team to the championship game all 3 times.